party ground, and Borough.
Well, that was absolutely cut.
Oh, ich bin spät. Herzlich willkommen, meine Damen and Herren. Welcome along to Does Football Stand for this evening's Bundesliga Football League. Bundesliga returns for another season. And FC Bayern take on Werder Bremen in the first game of the season. And obviously last Saturday we saw, well, an absolute disaster class from Thomas Tuchel and his men against RB Leipzig. So fingers crossed we do better tonight. From Thomas Tuchel and his men. Okay, that's fine. My name's Al Johnson, or the famous man now. You can call me, if you saw me on Countdown earlier on, you can call me the famous man now. Like Scotty B's been saying for the past couple of years. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you get involved in the poll in the live chat. Make sure you get involved in the live chat, of course. And also, you drop a like on the stream tonight as well. Right, I'm just going to very quickly share this on another place here. Just put on a self promo on that one as well. I've already put it. If you want to join, by the way, let me know. By the way, we have got now we now have a Daz's Football Stand Discord server, which I created today. We had about 6 or 7 people have joined it so far, which isn't too bad. Obviously 7 including myself, because I'm the host of it. But if you do want to join, let me know and I will put the Discord link in the live chat. But you must tell me exactly who you are, because realistically there's some places that there's some people in there that originally I probably wouldn't have recognised. So I was checking. I mean, Sam Pindu is in the live chat at the moment. His name he's got a very weird name on here, so I didn't really know exactly who it was at first. So, put the law and order into place, Dazza, for the group. Oh, I will. Put it this way, mate. No, I will. Everyone knows. Germany legend Lothar Matthäus. Lothar, thank you so much for taking the time out. Lothar Matthäus is talking on Sky Sports at the moment. Matches on Sky Sports action today. And I hope those who did watch the episode today, I hope you all enjoyed the episode of Countdown today. It was actually quite good. I quite enjoyed watching it back. A bit of funny in there. So, I was reasonably pleased actually with how I did, because to be honest, I probably could have done a bit better, but it's not easy in the studio, is it? But we are talking about football this time. Countdown can wait until later on. Make sure you get your predictions in the live chat, of course. Currently 2-1 says Sam Binder and 3-1 from Scotty B so far. So if you are in the stream, make sure you get involved in the chat and get your predictions in before kickoff. Well, before kickoff-ish, which will be at 7:30 tonight. Kickoff today. Right, let's have a look. Let's do this quickly. I'll have a look actually at I've got the 2 starting 11s on the lineup screen, which you'll see in a few minutes. Harry Kane does start though. That is the big news for tonight. Harry Kane gets his full Bayern and Bundesliga debut tonight. And he is the number 9 for FC Bayern today. And hopefully he does well. Fingers crossed he does alright, actually. I say I'm not overly confident for the likes of this season, because I just have a feeling that we may struggle. I think we might struggle this season in the league, but you never know. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we don't, and fingers crossed we do. Fingers crossed we do decent in in these 34 games this season, of course. I'm just trying to get the full lineup. We know that. Who's in goal? Yuri Pavlenka. He won't get. He's probably not going to get subbed off, is he? So there's that. Just doing something at the moment. There won't be a tick. I think she sent that to the wrong person, you know, there. Right, Tim Cole's joined Luton, which is a very interesting signing. He'll probably get a start probably next week when they actually play. In the meantime, on to FC Bayern Munchen. A big season ahead, and a very difficult season ahead, because with the way that Bayern played, certainly in pre-season, we weren't exactly amazing. In the game against RB Leipzig, we were appalling from start to finish. So for me, it's it's a difficult one. It's going to be a very difficult task for Bayern to be able to get themselves again over the line and and get themselves the title that they want. Do I see Bayern doing it? Probably not this year, believe it or not. Just mainly because the way last year went. Last season, I mean, getting rid of Julian Nagelsmann before the Champions League quarter-final against Manchester City, the biggest mistake that I think Bayern made was definitely sacking him. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, Thomas Tuchel's a decent manager, but we just aren't doing well enough under him. You'd expect a team like Bayern to do well under Thomas Tuchel. I just think, I just think Bayern, that some of the players are just aren't exactly happy with him, and I don't think Tuchel's struggling, isn't he? I mean, we have bought some decent players in, and now is his time to actually, well, this is the season to actually shine. His first full season for FC Bayern Munchen, potentially. And also, I mean, he did do okay. Don't get me wrong, he did all right with Dortmund. Didn't win the league. He has won the league with Bayern, but he's won nothing else. This season, I think realistically, if he doesn't have a good first, if he doesn't have, if we get to if we get to the winter break, which is obviously December, going in towards the sort of middle of January, if we're probably, to be honest, if we're not top of the league probably by the winter break, I think Thomas Tuchel will be lucky to still be at Bayern, especially if they're outside the top four. Okay, if we're in the top four and we're not too far behind top of the league, but if Bayern are outside the top four come Christmas time, Tuchel will be lucky if he's still there, because the Bayern board, I mean, this is the thing with Bayern's board and Bayern's demands. Bayern demand that the minimum is the Bundesliga title. If you don't get the Bundesliga title, or the DFB Pokal, or the Champions League, then you've had it. They expect at the least the Bundesliga. We've already missed out on the DFL Super Cup because we played awful. You got the DFB Pokal, which Bayern, the DFB Pokal's one of those competitions. Although Bayern have won the most DFB Pokals, about 21 or something, they always seem to struggle. They always struggle in that competition, and it was the case last season. Lost to bloody Freiburg, I remember last season, by a penalty last minute. But the DFB Pokal and the likes of the Champions League as well, it's a completely different ballgame. Bayern always seem to struggle, especially in the Champions League. And obviously we got the draw next Thursday, in 2 weeks' time for the Champions League group stage, and that will be the Thursday night, which Manchester United could end up getting Bayern as well. Fingers crossed that doesn't bloody happen, because otherwise that's going to be a bit of a nightmare situation for me. Anyways, thank you very much everyone who's joined so far. You can still get involved in the poll, of course. I didn't want to open that. I don't know where everyone is today. Everyone's probably out in the in the murky weather at the moment. It's awful weather, to be honest. So there you go. Goodbye. Let me just do this. Right, we're live. Come and tune in for the game. Get involved in the poll, which is in live chat as well. Also get your predictions in there as well. And get involved throughout the stream. Hopefully a win for Bayern tonight. Good spelling. Really good spelling, that does. That's the correct link. So I'm a bit unorganised today. Just trying to do this very quickly and then we'll see what happens. Evening all, where can I watch the countdown? It'll be 4 on demand now. Because, you'll have missed the original. It'll be Channel 4 on demand, and it's episode 169, so it's today's episode. You can get it on 4 on demand. I don't know what MR stands for in this context. What do you mean MR? What are you on about MR? Are you on about Scotty putting MR famous man? It stands for Mr. If you don't know. Unless you're on about something else, then then I don't know what you're actually... I don't know exactly what you're on about. So, Anyways, get your predictions in, you haven't already done so. Let's keep going. I'm going to give you the starting lineups for the two teams today. And of course, as usual, we'll be starting off with FC Bayern. So far, only 6 votes on the poll, on 4 likes. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the poll up as well. Got me Iron Blue. Which I'll palm out later on. Ow. And without further ado, let's have a look at the 2 starting 11s for this evening, and also prediction wise, I'm going to go for 2-1 Bayern. I just think it's going to be one of them games where I think Bayern will struggle again. I don't think we struggled here last season, but the likes of Füllkrug always seems to score. He always likes scoring against Bayern. Pavlenka is known for having a blinder against Bayern as well. Sorry. Fingers crossed I'm wrong though, and hopefully Bayern can absolutely demolish them. Let's hope Harry Kane has a good game, because I know if Harry Kane doesn't score tonight, you're going to have people saying, he's a flop! He's a flop! And he isn't, to be honest. Let's be truthfully honest. He is not a flop. And there's the Voinvester Stadion, which is quite a nice stadium, I have to say, in Germany. And it is the brilliant home of Werder Bremen, who are playing By the looks of it, is that a... What formation's that? Oh, 3-5-2. Okay. Yeah, it's a 3-5-2 with Fulcru and Dush up front. Dush. Interesting. There's all the Bayern fans at the top. In the top of the stadium, not a went. It's a decent stadium, I've got to say, the Investor Stadion. Nothing compared to the Allianz, I've got to say. Sam put 2-1 as well for Bayern. Scotty put 3-1. So we got 2 of the regulars in. 3-1. Press the right button. 3-1. There we go. Right, let's have a look at the teams for tonight. And, of course, in traditional style, always start off with the away team. That's the Werder anthem. Never mind. There's a few Bayern fans amongst the home fans, which you normally see anyway. Right, let's have a look at these 2 starting 11s, and as usual, starting off with the visitors, which in this case is FC Bayern. FC Bayern Munchen spiel in Folgenaufstellung. In Tor Nummer 26 Sven Ulreich, die 2 Dario Upamecano, mit der 3 Kim Min-jae, Nummer 6 Joshua Kimmich, die 8 Leon Goretzka, die Nummer 9 Harry Kane, Nummer 10 is Leroy Sané, die 19 Alphonso Davies, Meet Mabe, Nummer 40 Nusser Matwawi und die Nummer 42 Jamal Musiala. Auswechselspiel für Bayern München, Torwart Nummer 43 Tom Hulsmann, die Nummer 5 Benjamin Pavard, Nummer 4 Matthijs de Ligt, die 13 Maxim Choupo-Moting, Nummer 38 ist Ryan Gravenberch, die 41 Franz Kratzig, die Nummer 25 Thomas Müller, Nummer 39 Matthias Tell und die Nummer 27 ist Konrad Leimer. Und die Aufstellung für SV Werder Bremen. Ein Tor. Mit der Nummer 1 Jala Pavlenka. Nummer 3 Anthony Young. Die 5 Amos Piper. Nummer 6 Jens Stage. Die 7 Marvin Duksch. Nummer 8 Mitchell Weisser. Nummer 10 Leonardo Bittencourt. Die 11 Niklas Fulkrug. Die Nummer 13 Milos Velkovic. Die Nummer 14 ist Senne Linen. Und die letzte Spieler ist die Nummer 32 Marco Friedl. Auswechselspiel für Werder Bremen für das Tor Nummer 30 Michael Zettener. Die 9 David Kornacki. Nummer 23 Nikolai Rapp. Die Nummer 24 Oliver Burke. Die Nummer 20 Romano Schmid. Nummer 36 Christian Gross. Nummer 28 Ilya Guev. Nummer 17 Justin Niemner. Und die Nummer 35 Leon Opitz. 2 starting lineups there, which will have been on your screen, of course. If you don't understand German, then well, have a look. Those are the 2 starting lineups for you all today. Michael Setterer, the sub goalkeeper for the Werder side. Obviously, with no Manuel Neuer still for Bayern, because Manuel Neuer is just getting back into individual training now, before he trains again with the actual squad. So he won't be back into the team, I think, for a good couple of weeks. At the moment, we have got a goalkeeper that I think he's actually from the... Is he from the second... Yeah, he's an under-19 goalkeeper 19-year-old Tom Hulsmann is the Bayern reserve goalkeeper. Actually, he's the Bayern sub goalkeeper. Might see him at some point this season, maybe, because I haven't seen him play. Be interested to see what he does. No Naby Keita for Werder Bremen. He's been injured for quite a long time. He did feature. Well, he came back from injury against Egypt. And unfortunately for him, when he was with Guinea, picked up an injury again against. He picked up an injury, I think, against Brazil actually, and has been injured since then. He's done now but get injured. He's played like 2 games. Like he plays for Guinea, and then he ends up injured again. He ends up on the bench for Werder Bremen. I don't know why you wouldn't start a player like Naby Keita when Naby Keita's got Bundesliga experience. He's a top class player, in the Bundesliga. Why would you leave him out? I mean, I suppose you got the likes of Bittencourt in midfield, who is a very, very good player. I think he's a very good player. But you've also got Jens Stages there, Fulkrug, Weiss Young, Dush. I mean, there's some good players in that Werder Bremen team. So I don't expect it to be as easy as I think some people will expect. Okie dokie. The players are going to come out onto the Werder Stadion pitch in a few moments. I love these. I absolutely love the graphics. Are these graphics, or are these actually? Is this graphics, or is it actually genuinely in the stadium? I think Lothar Matthias brought out the Bundesliga trophy in traditional style, of course, at the start of the Bundesliga season. At the start of every season, we have the Deutsche Nationalhymne. And a few teams in the league that people will have recognised from past seasons. SV Darmstadt back in the league this season after being promoted. Valve Bochum survived relegation last season. Heidenheim, a new team who haven't been in Bundesliga. They haven't been in the Bundesliga for probably about 15 years or something. It's been so long since Heidenheim were in the Bundesliga. And of course, we all know the big sides, of course, in the Bundesliga: FC Bayern, BVB, FC Köln, no Hertha Berlin now, because Hertha Berlin got relegated. Erst FC Union Berlin in the Champions League this season. VfB Stuttgart again, I think, surviving relegation. Schalke back down again. Darmstadt and Heidenheim came back up. VfB survived against Hamburger SV. So again, Hamburger SV just can't seem to get back into the Bundesliga. Bit ridiculous for them, but it is what it is. Anyways, if you just joined, thank you very much for joining. Herzlich willkommen. Welcome to the stream. Drop us a like on the stream. Make sure you get involved in the poll, of course. The more votes on the poll, the better. The players are in the tunnel, ready to come out in the Werder Stadion for the first game of the Bundesliga season. There is the Bundesliga match ball with Werder and Bayern's logo on it. Here we go. And down and Evan. He is in Bayern Munchen und SV Werder Bremen. Auf geht's, Bayern. Please welcome onto the field today's teams: Bayern Munich and Werder Bremen. Come on, Bayern. Bayern are playing in their Bit like a disco ball away kit. Very strange, that away kit, by the way. Got to say. What a weird away kit Bayern have got. And you get to see... just check these screens are correct. Yep. 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 Okay. Oh god, here we go. It's going to be a bloody rock guitar one, is it? It's a bloody guitar version, is it? Geht und wäscht und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Danach lasst uns alle streben, brüderlich mit Herz und Hand. Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit sind des Glückes Unterpfand. Blüh im Glanze dieses Glückes, blühe deutsches Vaterland. Blüh im Glanze dieses Glückes, blühe deutsches Vaterland. I hate it when you've got... Why can't they just have normal people singing it, or just having like the normal instrumental version of the anthem playing in the stadium? Why does it have to be some idiot with a freaking bass guitar? You know, a lot of the times the bass guitars bloody ruin the anthem. There's Lothar Matthäus there. Here we go then. Looking forward to this. There's Harry Kane. Prime, ready to get on with the game. I recognise that referee. It's not Daniel Siebert, is it, the referee today? 7:29, you know what that means, Miss Famous Man. It means it's nearly kick-off time in this game. It means this game's kicking off in a second. Hi, Devil. Well done on... All done on Countdown today. I think you mean well done on Countdown. Thank you very much. Yeah, quite enjoyed it. It was a good experience, actually. I enjoyed watching it back. Oh, it's Felix Fire. Felix Fire. Hate him. Heute Spielschiedsrichter ist Felix Fire. Today's referee, ladies and gentlemen, from Germany, Felix Fire. Now what's happening here? Oh, we're having a minute's silence for someone, is it? Is it going to be a minute? Horst Dieter Hurtges, who died on 22nd of June 2023. I think he's a Werder legend. And looks like we're having a moment's silence, I think, in memory of Horst Dieter Hurtges. Okay, it's a moment's applause. Oh, there's Hansi Flick there. Stood watching on. Jawohl. Here we go. Time for the game to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. The first game of the Bundesliga season, and in traditional style, Bayern are kicking it off. There's Harry Kane. All eyes will be on him today. Let's hope the pressure doesn't get to him. We know what he's like at Spurs. Decent at Spurs, but never wins anything at Spurs. Let's hope that doesn't happen here. Smash countdown there. Die 2023 zu 24 Bundesliga-Season ist jetzt. And now the Bundesliga 2023-2024 season is now underway. In a cracking stadium, a stadium that's been well known in the Bundesliga for years. 26 degrees in Bremen, by the way, so very warm night there. Not like when I went to Munich in January, and it was -2 degrees. It was cold, but it was good. So Bayern not in their red kit really. Obviously the kit's normally sort of white and reddish. Bayern are in their very fancy black kit with purple stripes on the sleeves and like a purple pattern or something. It's a very, very weird kit, but looks alright. It looks alright actually, but it's not the sort of kit I would buy. I don't need another kit anyway because I've still got this with the Champions League logo, and looking forward to some Champions League football this season for FC Bayern as well. Fingers crossed I don't do too bad. I won't do bad in the group stage. They always get through the group stage. It's just when it gets to the round of 16 onwards. And they came up against some incredibly difficult opponents last season. They probably had one of the toughest ones than anyone else in the competition, really. They had Barcelona and Inter both in the group stage. They also had PSG to contain. And win against in the round of 16s, and then Manchester City, who did absolutely demolish Bayern in the first leg at the Etihad. And being quite frankly, it didn't surprise me with the way Man City were. Haaland just always scores against Bayern, and Manchester City went on to actually win the competition. It was a very interesting and probably very remarkable European season. I mean, we had 2 English winners in Europe. Eka. Oh. Okay. The Bayern fans there up in the top of the stands. I mean, Werder always have a good atmosphere, home and away. 4-2-3-1 for FC Bayern, obviously. Goretzka and Kimmich playing as the 2 6s. That normally happens. Musiala behind Harry Kane. 2 players that know each other well, actually. I say England internationals. They were before, and then... Oh, so much space in the defence. Sane is in. Yeah! Tor! Jawohl! So much space going forward. Sane gets in, and it's 1-0 inside 3.5 minutes. Yes. Good defending. Musiala brings it down well, plays it to Sane. Does a nice 1-2 with Harry Kane. Harry Kane gets his first assist. And shock horror. Sane just runs through, and yeah, it's easy. It's an easy goal for FC Bayern. 1-0 already, 1-0. In der 4. Spielminuten Tor für die Gäste Bayern München. Es ist jetzt 0-1, Torschütze Nummer 10, Leroy Sane. Scorer for Bayern Munich's first goal inside 4 minutes, number 10, Leroy Sane. It is now Werder Bremen 0, Bayern Munich 1. 1-0, jawohl. Not like a good start. Good start, ladies and gentlemen.
Trying to get his leg in between Davis and Isaac, didn't really touch himself. I think it's a soft free kick. In the end, it looked worse than it was. But I think that what makes, we saw in the goal, what makes Munich so different. Look at Musiala, Sané, Coman. So much pace up top, and if you give him a bit of
didn't want to put that.
And by Brooks and Kane, back there defending
I'll put that in the chat here.
Really can be the man for all seasons.
1-0 Sané.
Getting onto the front foot, but a misplaced pass.
1-0 Bayern. Sané. Fourth. Min.
In common, Musiala might be a Germany international, but spent a fair chunk of his youth in England. Just maybe explaining to his new teammate some of the aspects of life here in Germany that he might have to adapt to.
If you see me looking down, I'm looking at the live chat on my iPad, by the way. Just before anyone wonders. I didn't put predictions closed either, but yeah, predictions are closed anyway. There wasn't really no one really put any predictions in, so to be honest, no one's probably going to win the predictions anyway. I went 2-1. I didn't expect to have a good start like that. I didn't expect to start this well, but well, you take it. We'll take it any day of the week, really. Shut up. Take that, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 already inside, what, 4 minutes? 6.5 minutes in now, and Bayern leading by a goal thanks to Leroy Sané. Great start. Cracking start for the FC Bayern. 14 votes on the poll, sorry now. And Bayern 100%.
An easy decision to tell these players they're not playing. Werder, the man of the north. Nails from Pates, the Schusterstadt, the Cobbler's city.
Bayern Munchen.
7 without defeat against Bayern. Used to be a much more even story. If you look at things historically, only Gladbach have beaten Bayern in the Bundesliga more often than Werder Bremen. 2008 was the last time for the Werder Tuchel. Looking for a bit of sympathy from referee Felix Zweier. It's brilliant play from Füllkrug. He's got no right to win the ball, and he challenges Upamecano. It's a technical mistake by Upamecano, and then look at his strength here. He's a strong boy, Upamecano. Gets his body in front, gets a free kick. Brilliant play.
I know United are playing Spurs tomorrow. I'm not stupid. I saw the odds coming into this game. Bayern were massive favourites. They were massive favourites for tonight's game. I said that. I knew all along. Massive favourites today. No. So Bayern leading by a goal to 0. I just need to get my other. I need to just get my other game for goals giveaway. One of them's Tottenham United. Free kick in a decent position actually for Dush to swing in. Oh, it's 1-1. 1-1. Ah! Offside. Upside. Let's have a look. Yeah. It's tight, but he goes slightly early. It's a good header from Füllkrug. I said he'd be the one who, if anyone's going to score for them, it'll be Füllkrug. But yeah, he is offside. He's offside. It's the right decision. So, Kaintor. No goal for Werder Bremen. They did score, but there you go.
Listening to Benjamin Brandt was on duty in the so-called Kölner Keller. It's the video assist centre in the Domstadt, in the cathedral city of Köln.
How is this taking so long? You can see on the first replay he's offside. Thank you. You've just wasted about a minute and a half there to decide if it's onside or not by VAR. He's offside. What was the point in that? Honestly, I don't understand VAR these days. Anyways, it is the right decisions.
Goodness, quite the run here by Alphonso Davies. There's Kane.
We were lucky though, because to be honest with you, I know he just drifted offside slightly, but it was poor defending from that free kick, and it wasn't a good position. It was a really good position for Werder. That's not a foul.
His name might have got him that free kick.
Ha-
I don't think he'll get him all season.
Right.
Very soft free kick. I don't think Traoré should have whistled.
Harry Kane's just won a free kick for Bayern about 25-30 yards out. It was never a free kick because the Werder player got the ball and then Harry Kane, because the referee was stood sort of behind Kane, he didn't see it. He's given a free kick. We're not even a quarter of the way through this season, and already the referees have already made a cock up. The referee's already made a cock up. Like, it's not a free kick. If we score from this, then bloody hell, bit of an injustice, because it's never a free kick. Oh, well, Kane tried for it and got blocked. Harry Kane, on his full debut for Bayern, has got himself an assist at least. So that's not a bad start. 1 assist inside 4 minutes. It's not a bad start to the season for you, is it? Especially when you're on your debut. It was a lovely one too with him and Sane. They must have worked on it in the training ground or something. You know, Sane makes some intelligent ones. You know, it was a great one from him, to be honest.
Tradition of having the standalone opening fixture involving the defending champions goes back to 2002. Sometimes the defending champions at home. In this case,
But
away. Up north here in Bremen.
right, let's carry on. So I was trying to do Twitter and stuff. That's what I was doing there. Let's carry on. Sane into the centre. 12 Spielminuten. 12. Couldn't say it. 12 Spielminuten. Difficult to try and say sometimes, actually. 12 minute of the game. And you can add on at the very least 2 minutes of added time already. You can add 2 minutes of added time already for the free kicks for the free kick stoppages. The VAR took about a minute at least. The goal celebrations he had on like a minute for the goal celebrations. You know, so we're already about I reckon we're about 2 or 3 minutes already on added time. So. Yeah, because obviously it's all the World Cup added times now. It's very confusing. Nice, Davies. Get involved in the chat and the poll. And drop us a like on the stream. 7 so far. It's not too bad. Probably won't get too many people in the stream tonight anyway, with it being a Friday night. A lot of people are on holiday because it's August. And obviously people work on Friday nights. And it's the Bundesliga, which a lot of people just hate. But I think a lot of people will probably be... watching it and be wondering how they do. How Kane does.
Bremen, a club, of course, associated with legendary coaches. Become much more legendary than Otto Rehhagel. And then got to mention Thomas Schaaf as well. Trying to use Jens Stee.
Mark Goldwich, That's Football, is about to hit 1 million subs. He thinks it's going to hit it this weekend, so fair play. Fair enough. I do know there is Premier League games on tonight as well. There's obviously the Nottingham Forest game tonight, which I completely forgot about. But other than that, there's only really Bayern and Leeds, who no one gives a toss about. So I'd rather watch the Bundesliga than watch Leeds any day of the week. Has Leeds already kicked off? Sorry. Oh, Leeds kick off at 8. Okay. I thought they kicked off a 7:45. Good ball in. I do not like that pink goalkeeper kit that Sven Ulreich is wearing. I do not like that kit. Sane is absolutely slaughtering them with his just quick, intelligent ones. He's playing really well. I mean, I didn't think he had an amazing season last season, but he's had a really good start. Bayern are playing a lot better than they did against Leipzig. You know, and don't get me wrong, I think Leipzig are a lot better than Werder Bremen. But Werder aren't a bad side either. Got me Iron Brew here.
Were important when he did come on last week.
There you go.
Penalty as well.
That's up to the fill line. There you go.
It's a handball.
There you go. Got me Iron Brew out ready.
An Achilles heel of Bayern going back over a while, conceding spot kicks.
Oh yeah, we conceded penalties a lot last season. So many penalties that we conceded last season was ridiculous.
Because there were times where I remember that they hardly conceded 20 goals a season.
Oops.
You see the more the opposition is in your box, the more chance there is to give a penalty away. I think this was, as you said,
Prost up your nose.
Goes after it. Was touched on by Leonardo Bittencourt. There's Dad Franklin from Brazil.
How would I do chocolate like that?
In the eastern part of the Bundesliga.
Oh, great. Great it, mate.
Mazraoui. Morocco.
You can grate it.
The World Cup. Was a bit annoyed about a lack of game time.
Or buy a packet of, or buy a chocolate of a pack of chocolate or flaky chocolate, or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't do much wrong when he played right back last season, so that's why Mazraoui didn't get too much game time, but he had a brilliant World Cup. And as you mentioned before,
Yeah, just do whatever, really.
Was one of the, maybe the only bright spark.
Great, yeah, it is great.
Too many. They did create chances.
It is great, yeah, quite right.
Mistakes galore as well.
There's nothing I like more than the chocolate than chocolate flakes, like sort of on top. Or you could just get a pack of flakes and just sort of whip it apart and just sprinkle the flakes on. I don't know. No, it's nice that.
As the central players still talk about the club being on the lookout for a new number 6. You also Kimmich feels he is a number
£2 flake. No. Oh, Musiala, that was brilliant. Just unfortunately we didn't get it.
It's brilliant play, but it's far too easy. Get exposed 1 against 1 in the middle of the park. And then he's got 20-30 acres of space ahead of him. It was close. Tuchel thought it was a good goal, but not given. It's 1-0 to Bayern.
Yamal, I know it's very close. £2 flakes. No, not the actual. Okay, keep farting. I had a scam caller. I used my farting tech to keep farting. Oh no. But what I do is I do the classic pretending that the line's gone funny when a scam caller calls. They say, "Am I speaking to so-and-so? And you know it's a call centre." Oh, yellow card for Dush. And you just go. All you do is go. It's with the phone. Sorry, what did you? And then just the hang up. Basically, just don't say nothing. No, I used to go hello, hello, hello. Oh, again. That's two good chances outside the box that have just gone the wrong side of the post. That was close. Was that Matarazzi? I mean, that's brilliant from Coleman. Turns beautifully. Matarazzi goes for the shot. And to be honest with you, I think does that clip the post? It clips the outside of the post, I think, actually, on its way out. I tell you what, two really cracking chances. This is the 61st Bundesliga season. Since the name changed from its original name, which I think was something like Deutsch Division or Erste Division or something daft. I don't know what it was actually. What was the Bundesliga? What did the Bundesliga? What was the Bundesliga originally called? Is what I want to know. What was the Bundesliga called? Bundesliga original name. What was it originally called? So the Bundesliga was actually formed in 1962. So it wasn't actually formed until the 1960s. So what was the original one?
Amends for the cross he's played before.
Introduction of the Bundesliga was a long debated step of establishing a top level association football league in Germany. Here you go. While the league was introduced in 1963, plans and suggestions for a national league date back as far as the early 1930s, when a Reichsliga was proposed. The process of forming such a league went hand in hand with the discussions over professionalisms in Deutsch football, and while a limited form of professionalism was approved in 1932, it was because of the rise of the Nazis to power in 1933, not implemented until after the World War II. So back in the day, German football just used to be like knockout tournaments and stuff. There never used to be anything like the Bundesliga, etc. Oh, interesting that. Well, there's a bit of useless information for you, but I bet you'll sleep better knowing that now. That's a foul. Thank you. Foul on Goretzka. Must be raining there. Is it raining? Doesn't look like it's raining there. But it must be, because all the players are getting soaked. All the players are soaked. And the pitch does look wet actually. So yeah, it must. Oh yeah, it must be raining then. They're all drenched. Just can't see it on the actual telly. That's a corner, ref. Okay, yeah. Aufgeht Bayern 1-0 after 23 minutes. If you tuned in, goal from Leroy Sané inside 4 minutes has given Bayern the lead in the first match of the 23-24 Bundesliga season. Great stuff on Countdown earlier on. Will have taken a lot of confidence. Yeah, well, I've always thought, mate, I've done performing arts all my life, so I know what it's like being in front of cameras and being in front of the lights and stuff. But when you're actually playing games and you're actually going to be, when you know that there's going to be millions of people in the United Kingdom watching the show, and you're up against a good opponent who has won 4 games on the bounce before playing against you, and obviously in the spotlight with celebrities round you, it's quite nerve-wracking. I think I don't normally get nervous, but I think the stress of being in the studio and stuff, I think it just sort of got the better of me in the end. But still, it was good. Was it a different experience to what you expected? How long did filming itself take, and was there a lot of cuts? There was a few cuts here and there. They were recording for about an hour in total, and the experience was very good. I fully enjoyed it. We had a bit of fun, as you'll have seen on the actual show. You know, the setting, what you see on the TV is the same as in real life. It's the same set. There's no green screen or anything. The set's the exact same. The background's the same. The board that Rachel's got the letters on and everything. The clock also moves in the studio. So what you see on the TV is what you see in the studio, really. Other than you don't see what goes on behind, off set as well. It's a decent sized studio. It's not massive, but it was quite cool in there. I've been in studios where they've been roasting and I've been sweating buckets. Worried you were about to get cancelled when you started the game off with the word queer.
Last season, here. 6-1 margin of victory in Bayern's favour at the Allianz.
No,
Here's Kingsley Coman.
queer is a genuine word. Mate, there's been people who've used queen. They've had the word queen as a word on countdown in the last couple of weeks and stuff. So, just happens. It just depends on what words you can get. And some of the words I went with ended up actually being in there, and some of his weren't. But just the second part onwards just all went really downhill, you know. But still enjoyed it. So that's the main thing. And the people there work the people the likes of Rachel, Susie, Colin, and the staff are all good, really good. I know it's a genuine word, love, but it's generally used as a homophobic insult nowadays. No, I mean, you can say, I've said before, if something's a bit weird, I'll say it's a little bit queer, really, isn't it? It's a bit queer. You know, you can use it like saying it's something's a bit strange, maybe. You know, it just means like odd, or like strange, or odd, or whatever you want to say, really.
The perfect start.
Like there's different meanings to the words. There's different meanings to a lot of English words that people don't realise. You know, so there you go. There's Hansi Flick alongside Slaphead. There's a man down for Werder at the minute. How fast was that famous man? Yes, last minute merchant again.
Harry Kane. The new number 9. Great expectations.
1959. Letting you get a 3-pointer here. I'll probably still beat you. Leeds will beat West Brom, let's be honest. I can't see Leeds not winning. Saints we both come for. You went for Blackburn, I went for Hull. You went for Bristol, I went for Leicester. You went for Others, I went Borough. QPR went for Ipswich. Sheffield Wednesday, Preston. Watford, Sunderland. Draw. Who have I missed out? Have I missed someone out? Oh! Oh man, I've just realised I've missed out Swansea. I just realised I've missed out Swansea on my predictions. I was trying to do it so quickly. Never mind. Doesn't make a difference because, to be honest with you, I went with draw for Norwich. Realistically, you've put a draw anyway. You've put draw for... Yeah, I know it's locked, thank you very much. Yeah, I know that. That's the second week on the bounce I've cocked things up now. So, I mean, you've put a draw. I reckon Swansea will be Coventry anyway, so it won't make much difference anyway, will it? Alex in the chat, thanks so much for joining. How's Kane doing other than his assist? He's done alright. He's seen a little bit of the ball. Obviously, he's not seen a lot of it. He's getting himself into right areas. He's a bit all over the pitch. He's supposed to be a striker, but he's sort of he's dropping back a lot. I've noticed he's dropping back a lot, and then there's occasions where he's on the wings, sort of giving players a bit of support. He's doing all right. The assist was brilliant, and it was a lovely one too with him and Sane. But other than that, he hasn't really had a sniff. He hasn't really had a chance as such so far. He's been more of it's been more of it's been more sort of helping the team out, being a team player rather than being his usual self, just trying to score goals. He's trying to help the team out and try and get assists and create chances rather than actually shooting and having chances himself. Really, it's been interesting. Really, he's getting into the right areas. He's just not getting any service out at the moment. That's a poor cross. I've got an advantage because you missed one. Yeah, to be honest with you, mate, I don't think Coventry will be a draw. I thought I'd put it in, but I did have Swansea to win, I believe, against Coventry. So, yeah, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Never mind, because you probably won't get. You'll probably still either lose or draw anyway. But there you go. I mean, even if you win this weekend, it's only 2-2, so it doesn't make a matter of difference.
2 up by now. That's the only good thing for Bremen that is still in the game. Well, the way it's going at the moment, it's just a matter of time before they score the second one. Here's Coman, who's already set a match record for speed, 34.85 kilometres per hour. We know he can go faster than that as well. Still early in the season, of course. Go ahead, Scott. Masraoui.
Woohoo! That's funny, that.
They were trying to get a swarm of players around Bayern opponents, but proving difficult at times.
Kane, not Kane.
Initially trying to set something up.
Oh yeah, why have to put Sane and Kane? Is it a Kane? Is it a Kane to put Kane? Something daft. Surprised you didn't forget. I'm not stupid, mate. I don't forget now. I don't forget. I put mine in. I always put mine in before you now. Ah, come on. This happened against Leipzig. The crossing was appalling. The crossing's got to be better, lads. Cheers up your nose. But yeah, Kane's doing alright. I say, he's already made an impact because he's already got an assist and he's been part of the game. 1-0 to Forest in 20 minutes, and they are battering them. Taiwo and E inside 3 minutes. Dear. Haha, dear. Did you get the chat to Colin? Yeah, I was chatting to him off camera, chatting to Rachel and also chatting to Susie. We were chatting to everyone off camera. The guy who was in Dictionary Corner, I'd never heard of him. Oh, it was a good shot from Musiala again. Oh, no, I thought it was Goretzka. I can't tell what... I cannot work out what some of the numbers are. I can't work out what some of the numbers are in that kit. That kit's just so off-putting because it's a weird one. Good evening, yes, good evening. Good morning, Harry. If anyone wants to join, we've got a Dazzers Football Stand Discord, which I will talk about. I will talk about that at half time. If you would like to join it, let me know, and I'll put the link in the chat. Actually, I might as well just put the link in the chat anyway. Because why not? Yeah, we're gonna be doing a few. We'll have a few things on there. Promoting the streams, just having general football chats. Got darts on there as well. If anyone wants to talk about the darts, etc. Got a jokes chat as well on there, which I'll be putting jokes in as well. And anyone else who wants to crack a joke, then by all means. Self promo, etc. And then someone did just suggest to me in there that we should have a predictions chat So might do some predictions. Might do some predictions and stuff on there as well. Only really I've only started it properly today, and we've got about 6 people. We have six people on it so far. I only really said about it today, so it's not too bad really. You know, it's not a bad start. 6 people in like the first day. You know, it's not a bad start, and it's something new for me. I don't normally do Discord. I am in Discord servers. I'm in an Argyle Way Discord server, but that's because I sort of help. I help the lads out with stuff sometimes, you know, and they're good lads anyway. Dazza kept blushing when Rachel was talking. No, you kept laughing when the clock was ending. No, I wasn't always laughing. There was. Oh yeah, no, it was No, I was laughing because Colin decided to play noughts and crosses on one of the numbers rounds because it was so easy. I had it written down and done in 2 seconds. The second one, 252, I think it was, piece of P. You know, I had it written down. So did Colin, and so did my opponent. We're just smiling and laughing. We're just smiling and sort of tittering. And Colin's saying, "Here you go," and Colin's like, "Here you go, noughts and crosses," and I beat him. I beat him as well. Then again, I think he just let me win because, you know, I don't think he exactly played properly. But it's difficult to do it in 30 seconds, you know. I think he just let me win just for the pride. But yeah, we had a good laugh. It was I quite enjoyed it actually. Did they put makeup on you or anything like that for the telly? The only thing they put normally on contestants, certainly males, is just it's something called foundation. Something called foundation. Yeah, I was losing, but it was funny. I was losing at the time, but it was funny. Yeah, I had a good laugh, to be honest with you. Famous Daddy was up in the audience, heard him laughing in the background. He kept it quiet. Yeah, but the only thing they really put on you, male-wise, if you're a male, they only really put foundation on. It's what it's called. It's called foundation. It was on the spot as well, that bee joke. It's just because they were talking about bees, I was like, well, I'll say the free bee joke then. Yeah, I had a lot of compliments about that joke.
Thrilled to finally be here in Germany to get things going with Bayern. They wanted to make the move. Upamecano, Sané, Musiala, and now Harry Kane. That was blocked immediately. Still way through for Kane.
No, he didn't. Was Rachel and the other woman lots of makeup, etc.? Yeah, well, they have got makeup stuff because you have to normally when it's a TV show. You have to. So there you go.
The free kick maybe should have been given before then with the challenge of Kim. What a beautiful scene. All the way down the Weser towards the city centre here in Bremen.
Dazza knew he was taking the hell when he saw what the other guy was doing. Yeah, it is what it was anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. I was on there. I was on the telly. I managed to get on, you know, and I had a good time. So that's all that matters, really. Anyways, back to the action. I'll put the link for the Discord if anyone wants to join it in the live chat. Oh, if anyone wants to join it, it is going in the live chat now. If you're already in it, then take no notice. But for anyone who wants to join Discord, then there's a Discord link in the chat.
So obviously don't put a flag up. In this instance, I thought he probably could have let it go, but it was a yard offside. It's a great call, and if they're 100% certain, they should put a flag up because there's no point letting game play on if it's a clear offside.
If you want to join it.
just have to see to get in 1-0 now because
Why did you shake your head at the clock?
Musiala is running rings.
Here is Jamal Musiala.
Because the clock is a lot. You hear it rather loud on the when you hear the clock in the actual studio, it's very loud. The clock's very loud in the studio. Oh, I was sometimes going. I was sometimes joining in with the clock. Also, do you hear the clock noise when it plays? Yes, and it's freaking loud. It's bloody loud in the studio as well. And the actual clock in the studio does move, so it's not fake at all. Everything in there is real. You know, unlike other shows where some of the stuff's actually fake. Like Match of the Day, where nothing's real, other than the highlights and the interviews and stuff. Nothing in that studio is real because it's a green screen, which they just edit with. So you know. There's a free kick for Bayern here then. The clock noise. No, it's a clock, mate. Away, Felix Fire. Get on with it. Free kick for Bayern then. Been a decent first half. Bayern, much better team. Oh, bye! What did Colin the Caterpillar ask you at the end off camera? He didn't ask me anything. Well, he did. All he said to me, he said, "Well played. Don't worry about that score. He said, I've seen much worse scores. So he said you did well, and hope you've enjoyed it." I said, "Yeah, it's been a good laugh. I've probably enjoyed it, you know." So yeah, it was good. It was quite good actually. Certainly an experience I won't forget for a while. Say, I'm at Scope tomorrow. Back in the charity shop tomorrow at Scope, and then I'm at and then I'm obviously at Borough later on. Where was the famous Daddy Iden? Dad had to sit behind the cameras. He had to sit behind the cameras. Because the only people who's allowed actually to be seen by the cameras are, of course, the two competitors and the actual presenters and stuff of it. Dad was sat behind a camera watching it. Where? There's a wrestling match in the penalty area. You're blind. I thought he would be with you. He was in the studio with me, but he was sat behind the camera with all the production staff and everything were. So he got a view. He got a first-person view of what was going on. Colin, this is Donald Johnson from Middlesbrough, and that there's his famous daddy. No. He said, "Oh, and you brought your dad with you?" Yeah. Colin and Dad, by the way, were actually talking at the end. He was with me, but he was in the studio. But you know, he wasn't gonna be sat with me because that's it's not how it works. Did all the family watch it today? They were better were proud. Oh yeah, did all right for a television debut. Told a joke, played the game, and had a good time. There you go. Yeah, the whole family were watching it at different times because some of them were watching it at 2:10, some were watching it at 3:10. Shoot, Moose. I thought it was a twin at first. No, I've been saying all along that if you watch Countdown, you'll see me on it on Friday. We'll be seeing you on I'm a Celeb next. Yeah, you can get stuffed. Don't you think I'm going that? You can't anyway because it's always like real like proper paid celebrities that go on that. I would never go on it anyway. I couldn't cope with I couldn't cope with being there. With being in Australia so far away. No, I couldn't do that. You're a celeb of Middlesbrough. Yes, but that doesn't really make a difference, does it? You know, I'm not really a known one, am I, to the likes of Anton Deck and ITV, other than Countdown, you know. And added time. And down the near Naxbit site, Dry Minuten. There'll be a minimum, ladies and gentlemen, of 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes of added time. Brought to you by Double Johnson.
Attempts-wise in Bayern's favour. 71% of their possession.
Tell you what, we've been playing some decent football, but some of our crossing and some of the work in the final third could be a bit better. We've had some good opportunities though. We've had 2 shots that just went just alongside of the post. One that went out off the outside of the post. Done okay defensively other than maybe from 1 or 2 free kicks. Werder did score from a free kick that was sent into the box and headed in by Fulkrug. But he drifted into an offside position. But he was practically unmarked in the end. It was awful defending from the free kick. And this is the thing with Bayern. Bayern do have a habit of conceding from penalties and set pieces. Kim Min-jae's not done too bad. I haven't actually. He hasn't had a lot of the ball, but he's not done too bad defensively. Free kick swung into the box. Oh, Allwhite came out and got clattered by his own play. And Bayern are coming away now. Coleman. Good work. Okay, just be patient with it. See us through to half-time with a 1-0 lead, and that's happy days. That's a good ball from Kane. What a great ball by Kane. San is onside. Kane came with a long ball from his own half. See, he plays a bit deep sometimes, Kane. Nice. Lucia, Matsurawi, Kane. I think he's trying to play it across the face of goal, which is blocked. Did the famous daddy go in his wheelchair? Dad doesn't have a wheelchair, mate. He's not, you know. How much was the food in the studio? Mate, we took our own food. They told us to bring our own food because they don't have a canteen. Where the actual, that specific part of the studio doesn't exactly have a canteen. So no, he's not in a wheelchair. No, he has a walking stick, but he doesn't have a wheelchair. He doesn't want a wheelchair, quite frankly, because imagine him in a wheelchair. Gotta be a nightmare. So 1-0 because of that 4th minute goal. We've had more chances, and we have had way more chances than Werder. Not really any stoppages, so that should be the off. Und das ist Halbzeit. When did you apply for Countdown? Oh, ages ago. I applied. I think like probably a year ago, and then I had a telephone sort of interview and audition, going through different details and stuff, and all that jazz, and then also I don't know why they're doing it over the phone audition. It's a bit pointless. Just literally playing a mini version of the game, you know. So there you go. But yeah, did I? What I notice is sometimes with the TV shows, they'll let people on because of their personality. If they like their personality, whether they're good or bad, they will get them on, because it's sometimes to do with personality. I don't know why, but you know, it is one of them things. I've had a lot of people on social media because I'm part of one or two. I'm in the Countdown group on Facebook, and everyone on there has done now but compliment me. Why don't you try for the chase next? Because my general knowledge is pants. I'm afraid. That's the one thing I'm not great at, is general knowledge. My general knowledge is not great. So it is what it is. I wouldn't want to go on like any sort of general knowledge thing, so I wouldn't get anywhere. With Countdown, there's no general knowledge. It's just literally finding words and all that. So there you go. Freebie legend. Right, half time. It is FC Bayern Munchen leading by a goal to 0, thanks to a goal from Leroy Sané. Could have had 2 or 3. A shot from Matswari just skimmed the outside of the post. Nah. There you go, for anyone who doesn't know. That was me on Countdown today. I was on Countdown today. And it definitely was me, but obviously I had a haircut. I'd had a haircut so just before I went there. LD's yeah, good first half. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the second half. Obviously, I mean, if it's only 1-0 at the end of the game, 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day. So it's matterless. Same with United on Monday. They were bloody jammy. Let's have a look at the stats on the FC Bayern Munchen app. FCB dominiert verdiente Führung zu Pause. Let's have a look at this. No, I don't want the live ticker, thank you. I want Statistiken. Let's have a look. Oh dear. Yeah, very tight first half. I say Bayern have had they've had loads of chances. Bayern really should be leading by more. Stats at the moment. Torschuss, which for those who don't know is just basically shots. Schuss aufs Tor is shot on target. 11 shots for Bayern, 4 on target for the FC Bayern, and for Werder Bremen, 1 shot, and that was on target. Ballbesitz is possession, for anyone who is wanting to learn German at all. Ballbesitz is für den FC Bayern München 75%, Werder Bremen 25%, 75% possession by Bayern, 25% for Werder Bremen. 1 shot to 11. Bayern definitely having more of the ball in this game. Bayern leading on the Ecken as well, which is the corners. So Bayern are leading on the corner count as well. And Kane has had... Turns out Kane's had 3 chances. I mean, it says Bayern... It says Ecken, and it's got Bayern obviously having like the only corners, but it doesn't say how many corners Bayern have actually had. But I'm sure that... Why use security card? Oh, no, not this again. Still 1-0 Forest. Leeds drawing. I need to find out how many corners both teams have actually had. 3 corners for Bayern. Yeah, on the Bayern app, it's just got that. It's just got that on the Bayern app. I'll show you differently because then you might be able to see it. But it all you can see is the bloody stream. Like they just got Ecken, which means obviously corners, but it doesn't say how many corners. So, oh, what a surprise! Guess who's top of the league? FC Bayern are top of the league, as it stands. So XG of almost 1 goal for Bayern, XG of not even 0.1 for Werder. So been an easy first half for Bayern, but we just need to finish our chances and finish the game completely in the second half. Okay, as I was saying, we have a Discord server. It is Taz's Football Stand Discord. And if you want to join that, there was a link in the live chat. And I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll actually pin it so that if you do want to join the Discord server, so I'm trying to get a few, trying to see how many we can get in and see how we go with it. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we get a few. Fingers crossed we get a lot of people involved. I mean, we've got eight members so far, including myself. We've got Scotty B, Tom TT. Who's Tom TT? We got a guy, got BR. Can't recall who that actually is. That's Sam Pinder. Just to clarify, who is? I assume Tom in the actual live chat. Are you Tom TT on Discord, or is that somebody else? Because I don't. If it is, if it isn't, I don't know who it is actually. I'm trying to find out who's who. Anyways, never mind. So, good first half from Bayern. We are doing rather well. We're going to be heading into the second half with a 1-goal lead. Could be 2, could be 3, could be bloody 4, to be honest. The poll has finished on 20 votes, and well, don't really need to say much. 20 people voted on the poll, and all 20 of them have got common sense. They've all gone for FC Bayern wins, a 100% Bayern win, which has never happened on a stream. We've never had a poll where we've had literally 100% for one answer. It never happens normally, so I'm quite chuffed about it. There you go. Let's just have a look, let's see how Khaki Leeds are getting on. 0-0. Good. Right then. I'm going to go for a quick break. Back for the second half very, very shortly. Thanks very much, JCR, by the way. Yeah, some of the letters rounds were awful. There were some awful letters in that game. But, yeah, Deploys was a good one. I did find 1 or 2 7s as well, but every time I went for 7, he got bloody 8. So I just kept getting beat by 1 every 5 seconds. It was very annoying, but never mind. Right, see you in a second. Oh. Right. Welcome back. Time for the second half. The zweite Hälfte. FC Bayern leading by a goal to 0 at the half-time interval. Oh, dear me. And hopefully second half we can get ourselves at least another goal. Take our chances, start being a little bit more clinical, and just keep denying them. Keep denying them and getting the. Keep denying them and get 3 points over the line. Oh, we got pyrotechnics in the stadium. We've got I think the Sudkova or something for Werder Bremen, all lighting fireworks and firecrackers and stuff. Chuff. Good God. Look at all them firecrackers.
Phoenix Fire just looking over towards the Ostkurve.
Is it the Ostkurve, is it? Ostkurve, it's called. Second half underway now.
Werder Bremen 0. Bayern Munchen 1.
Look at the... So many... Oh no, the sparklers.
Bundesliga season 4.
Sparklers, fireworks, and you name it. Dear me.
No more damage inflicted thereafter. And that's the good news if you're a Werder Bremen fan. Still in this contest. And a tremendous amount of defending to do, however. Milos Velkovic. Maybe a surprise starter. Preferred to Niklas Stark. Jens Stee couldn't really get into the game in an attacking sense too much. Little flick was by Tuchel. Bittencourt.
Meine Damen und Herren, die zweite Hälfte ist in Gang. He could shoot there, you know. Bye! And fifth zur zweiten Halbzeit zwischen Werder Bremen und den FC Bayern. Das ist vom FC Bayern München. Good recovery in the end from Pavlenka. I mean, it's a decent save originally, but he just parried it in front of him and then did well to get it into his gloves at the second attempt. Wasn't a bad shot from Leroy Sané. I say Sané's actually played well in this game. He has played well. Hello, Lucas. What's your prediction for Borough versus... Oh. What's your score prediction for Borough versus others? Surprisingly, I'm going for 2-1 Borough. I say, just trying to be confident. I mean, we did beat them last time. We beat them earlier this season. Oh my God. Jesus. Bloody hell. Is that stand's almost on fire. Big 5-1. Oh, I hope you're right. I hope so, but for me, I reckon it might be... I reckon I've gone 2-1. This is a game that I can just... I could see Borough winning it, but whether we do win it or not, I don't know, because no one knows we probably won't win it. Because when do we ever win it? We haven't won any games other than... Well, in the Cup we did, obviously, but we always seem to struggle. Been struggling recently for been struggling for goals. Bye! High, wide, and not very handsome from Volkrug.
Keeper, the company there, and the challenge by Stay, and then the big boot by Friedel.
We will. It was Morgan Rogers up front, wasn't doing the job. To be honest, Morgan Rogers is garbage anyway, so... Morgan Rogers is crap anyway. Who is Tom... It's Callum's corner. Yeah, Morgan Rogers, I don't rate Morgan Rogers at all. I think he's absolutely useless. I hope we do better with him next season. I hope we do much better.
starting to clear.
Struggling to see in the stadium for all the smoke.
1-0 to Bayern.
There was a theme last year, Derek, that they missed so many chances of so many games.
What have I put myself in for?
Lost a lot of points after being in the lead. They were very wasteful.
Bloody Discord and all Scotty's doing is sending bloody videos.
On their minds what happened last season.
Kimmich play his way out of trouble. Pressure was being applied
God.
by Mina. Now
I'll probably go to the match tomorrow and everyone will be saying,
Lee and Goretzka
yes, Goretzka's in. Ah, it's a poor touch. I'll go to the match tomorrow and everyone will probably be crowding me saying, oh, you were on TV yesterday. Yeah, I saw you on TV. Oh, did you see my TV? Yeah, I saw you on TV yesterday. Oh. I'm going to get it all. I'm just going to literally get it all tomorrow. Everyone's literally going to say, are you on TV yesterday? Yes. Oh, you're the guy who was on telly yesterday. Yeah.
to Yuji Pavlenka.
That's literally what I'm going to get at the game.
Starting to miss out the midfield area. Tempting to do when you have Tuchel. Be such a direct presence. Didn't go out to this near side to Weiser.
That's all I'm going to get tomorrow. That's what happens, though.
Card in the book card.
That's what happens.
Victoria
I'll
Köln.
be one of the most famous lads from Middlesbrough now.
Bundesliga
Offside!
pass that was.
Offside!
Werder Bremen
Where's the flag?
find that way
Oh,
to offside anyway.
goodness me. He was miles offside. He's miles offside. Why did it take him so long to put the bloody flag up? I hate that rule.
Was a lot more confident in the first half.
It doesn't matter if it went in or not. It wouldn't have counted. VAR wouldn't have given it anyway. It's offside.
Now Musiala.
Musiala plays it through. Coleman at a bit of an angle. Tries to cross it in. It is a corner for Bayern. Oh, he got caught in the face. Looks like he got caught in the face to Werder player.
Coman as well to an extent.
Ooh! Yes, that makes him a bit pretty, doesn't it? Broken Nose FC. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a sore one. He blocked the cross with his face.
These are little things that creep into the game time and time again, also last season. Because this should have been a far better opportunity than what it was in the end.
Kane, of
Excuse me.
course, being closely watched. There's a Kimmich with it. Just trying to aim his head at the ball was Mazraoui. A long busting run was made by Sané and Tuchel.
Oh!
Just turned to nod it out of there. For the Werderaner.
This is the sort of game, mate, that Bayern will have loads of Bayern will have chances, not taken, and then against someone to play Werder Bremen, they'll score. It's got it written all over it. It's just written all over the stars now, isn't it? Written in the stars. Bayern have chances, don't take them. Werder have one opportunity and they score. Like, it wouldn't shock me if that happens in this second half.
Kimmich.
As long as Bayern actually at least 2-0 up by then, because I don't want to be holding on to a 1-0 lead in the last minute.
Sané's turn.
Then again, if it did end 1-0, 3 points is 3 points, but you don't want to be relying on. You don't want to be trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead in the final couple of minutes in the first game of the season. Werder will be trying to get a point.
Strong for Musiala.
Werder are more than capable of getting a result against Bayern. Certainly going forward.
There was nobody
Kim Min-jae has had a good game. He's outmuscled a lot of their attackers, and he's cut out a lot of their chances actually. So Kim Min-jae's had a good game.
wants it because everybody's breathing.
Kane's done alright. Got himself an assist. Getting himself into the right positions. He seems to be playing on the right wing a lot.
Has positioned himself and that
I mean, it must be part of the tactics for him to sort of drift wide on occasions, and then he's coming back and helping defending sometimes as well. Oh no, Kim could be off there. Oh, well, he's pulling him back. He's pulling him back when he's going to go through there. He's lucky that's not a red.
for Kim in his first Bundesliga appearance.
I'm not looking to discard now until after the stream now, because I just know it's going to be. Yeah, it's just going to be photos all night.
He kind of finds it free kick. He's running away from goals
Just going to be all photos all evening. Kim Min Jae's. Oh, well, he was always going to get a yellow card there. Oh, come on. Knackered. Get out. Away. Come on, Musiala. Oh, dear. Oh, he's given a free kick. And that could be a yellow card. Is that going to be a yellow card by the looks of it? It is. That's a yellow card for one of the Werder players. I don't know who it is. It's been booked, actually. Who is that? Is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He pulls him back, doesn't he? So that's a yellow card for Linen. Not a player I'm exactly familiar with for Werder. It must be a newish player or a young player. I've never seen him play for Werder. I've watched the Bundesliga a lot, but I never knew he played. I never knew he played for them. Oh, careful! Yeah, nice, Davies. Davies, shield. Nice. He's got the free kick as well. They're not happy, but he got the free kick.
Yeah, he never survived to bring the ball down because he had to stretch for it, but he's got brilliant technique. Young Mitchell brings the ball down, and he couldn't beat Davis for pace, but I think he probably knew that before.
Really has got an awful lot noisier here at the Weser Stadion.
Unsurprisingly, because now they play the game they probably expected from the start, but better late than never. They're right in the game, just have to be careful now to keep it tight at the back, because it would be a shame after they could start in the second half if they conceded now, and I think it'll be a long way back if they do concede the second goal.
They are playing with fire and brimstone. Werder Bremen, here's Davies.
Go on.
And Coman.
Good. Swinging in. You got Kane in the right. You've got Harry Kane stood in the penalty area waiting for the ball, and no one's providing him with any crosses or any service at all. What's Kane supposed to do? What is Harry Kane supposed to do? He's the sort of player who's going to get picked on by the English media as well. But what's he meant to do if he's not getting the service? Coleman's hit the post. Kane's got to be getting the service and the support he needs. He's just not getting enough service at all when he's in the box. See, he's more of a... He's playing more as a team play. He's not like... Oh my... Goretzka trying an acrobatic from like... What? Just inside the D? There's nowhere near the goal, but, you know. Coleman, yeah, he hits the post there. It was a similar position to Musiala's title-winning goal. I was unlucky. Oliver Burke. Aye, Oliver Burke. Mitchell Weiss. 4. Okay. That was done in lockdown, I believe. Yeah, but I'm not looking at it until the game's over, mate. This isn't this is a watch along, not a freaking Discord watch along. Right. What minute are we in? 59. Spielminute. Erste Spielwechsel für SV Werder Bremen. Für die Nummer 8, Mitchell Weiser. Neues Spiel, die Nummer 24, Oliver Burke. Substitution brought to you by Double Johnson for SV Werder Bremen. There we go. Gone off his number 8, Mitchell Weiser, and he's been replaced by number 24. Oliver Burke. Oh, no, no. Get out. That's a good ball. Oh. Out, out, out.
Surely that's what Bremen have got to be looking for. Moments like that.
Yeah, it's good play by Bremen. He just can't get his body across as he can.
Freaking hell.
Is a big man, and Doug's trying to get in front of him. Ludwig McCann just shielded it. It's very good defending, but good play by Bremen as well.
Oliver Burke, by the way, scored the winner for Werder Bremen early last season in Dortmund when they were 2-0 down near the end of the game and somehow came back to win 3-2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go, go, go. Kane, shoot. Yeah. Good save.
Bayern's new superstar.
Very good save by Wenger. It's too easy. Really
Good save. Kane, loads of room. He's going for that bottom corner.
so accurate with his finishing.
Went for that bottom corner. Good save from the keeper, though. Yeah, good save by Pavlenka, that.
Further to the left. Might have beaten Pavlenka. Brilliant save.
So here again is Joshua Kimmich. Is it going to be Harry Kane tonight on the goal-scoring front? Love to get off the mark. This is first Bundesliga match. Kimmich takes it. Pavlenka grabs it. And has played 19 times for the Czech Republic. Former Slavia Prague keeper.
Yeah, it's been brilliant for Bremen, isn't it?
More match facts for you to digest. Pressure handling. Joshua Kimmich, 80% escape rate.
80% escape rate and passes completed 94%. Decent.
Excellent understanding with Tuchel.
Oh, no.
And here's Stein.
There's the shot. Oh, my God. That was a cracking strike. I thought that was going to go in. Jens Stage nearly scored a cracking strike from outside the penalty area. He hits it first time as well.
He hasn't really got the right to win that ball. When Doug flicks it over with McCann, they get a bit forced as well.
Oh, he's very unlucky. He is very unlucky.
Well, this is
We are lucky not to have conceded in this second half because Werder have played really well second half here.
an effective attacking force. Sané's there and Kane, no room for the England captain. And through it goes. Goal kick it'll be. Thomas Tuchel maybe trying to adjust one or two things. Jens Stay.
Yeah, said in the lead up that he can hit them. It's quite wide. Friedel is changing his boots. He got him eventually. Well, the gaps are getting
When's Tuchel going to make a sub?
so they
Werder are really pressing now. And they brought on a striker, Oliver Burke. So
on the other hand, they will get tired.
they are going for it. They really are going for it. Latest scores in the Prem. Sheffield United are level against Nottingham Forest. Tyrone Rennie scored in 3 minutes for Forest. Sheffield United have just equalised through their new signing from Coventry City, Gustavo Hamer. Literally early on in the second half. Half time at Cack Ward, or Knob End Ward, whatever you want to call it. Half time at Leeds 0, West Brom 0. Still 1-0 here for FC Bayern. But bloody hell, it's been a difficult second half for Bayern. Both teams are playing really well second half. It's been a very entertaining second half. But this is what I say. Bayern need to get a second goal because otherwise I reckon Werder towards the end will just keep pressing and pressing and they'll probably get an equaliser. So Bayern have to be careful and have to really find the target now. We've made no subs yet. Who have we got on? Who have we actually got on the bench?
Quick look there at the two new CEOs, joint CEOs.
Chupo, Gravenberg,
Dr. Mark Netz, Dr. Stefan Merkel.
Kratzich, worth a goal.
Joachim Watzke,
Tell,
the
Chupo, Muller, Lima,
CEO also
Lima,
in attendance.
Gravenberg,
Roles with
Tell,
the
Kratzich.
nowadays.
They're like the only sort of midfield and attacking sort of players. Chupo and Muller. Certainly, I'd probably bring. I'd bring one of them on, if not both of them, really. You know, just sort of give us a bit more of a boost, a bit more experience going forward. I don't think Harry Kane's going to stay on the full 90 minutes. I think Tuchel will bring him off probably 75th, 80th minute. But he has had a decent debut today. I mean, getting an assist inside 4 minutes is not a bad way to start, and he's done all right for most of the game. That's a foul on Leroy Sané. Is it Sané? No, it's Matsumari. I beg your pardon. Couldn't tell because it was like a bush. Could only really see the back of his head. I saw the seawall, so I couldn't sort of work out who it was. It was down. Matsumari. Werder are going to make another sub, and it's a man with a six-pack by the looks of it.
It'll be interesting to see what happens on the personnel front from here on in. Clark has already made an impact.
Oh, Lord.
Come on for Weiser. There he is again.
No. Ref. Ref.
The second half of last season. For himself here in Germany with Leipzig.
Go on.
It's a very promising player, but
Fat.
managed to go all the way on the basis that was expected.
Links.
Davies. Bayern in search of a second goal.
Yeah.
Musiala.
Go on, Musiala.
Dancing with the ball
Nice.
with his feet.
Coleman's on.
Coman steadies himself.
Play back. Hit the shot.
Always going wide.
Again, always.
Off the boot of the Bayern.
Curls it wide. For Christ's sake. This is getting frustrating now. We need a second goal because Werder are having some decent chances. Okay. He's bringing on a bit of experience at the back. Does this mean Kim Min-jae's game is over? It does, actually. Sie haben 60 Spielminuten, erste Wäsche bei Bayern München für die Nummer 3 Kim Min-jae. Spielt jetzt die Nummer 4 Matthijs de Ligt. Good gemacht. Substitution brought to you by Double Johnson for FC Bayern München. Going off is number 3 Kim Min-jae. He's replaced by number 4 Matthijs de Ligt. Right then, that's the Bayern sub for you, everyone. There you go. That was Bayern sub. That was Bayern's sub in the end. So, Bittenkart off. 10 for 20. And who else was that? Lennon for Cross. 10 for 20. And Lennon both for 4. So 14 for 6, 10, 20. 68 Spielminuten, Doppelwechsel beim SV Werder Bremen. Für die Nummer 10 Leonardo Bittencourt, auch die Nummer 14 Senne Linnen. Neues Spiel ist die Nummer 20 Romano Schmidt und die Nummer 24 und die Nummer 36 Christian Gross. One person. Substitution brought to you by Double Johnson when I can eventually find the right person. For Werder Bremen, gone off the field, number 10, Leonardo Bittencourt. Over the bar. Coming on the field, number 20, Romano Schmidt. Also gone off is number 14, Sender Leinen, replaced by number 36, Christian Gross. So they've made 3 subs, Bayern have made 1. Such shame. Not bothered about that, mate. Don't forget, if you're having the live chat and you do want to join the Dozzers Football Stand Discord server, which will have more. It will have more things on it. Just it's going to be a question of patience for the minute because I'm just currently doing things. It's a question of sort of being a little bit patient with me because I've never really done a Discord server, so I'm not 100%. I'm not the best at. I don't exactly know fully what I'm doing. Kane sliding in, tries to direct it towards goal. Doesn't manage it, goes wide. But it was good defending, really good defending from the Werder defender. Who was it? Who was that? Who was that defending? Oh, Friedel. I thought that's what they said. Good defending by Friedel. 5 shots, 1 on target for Werder. 18 shots, 6 on target for Bayern. And and 69% possession. Don't you just love it? We are in the final 19 minutes. 19 minutes to go in this first game of the Bundesliga season. At the moment, the goal, which was very early on, within the first 4 minutes from Leroy Sané, is what separates these two sides and is at the moment given Bayern 3 points to start off the Bundesliga season. Could do with a second goal just to guarantee it because otherwise I know what Bayern are like. We'll switch off last minute and concede an equaliser. It's written in the stars, really, isn't it? So yeah, first stream of the Bundesliga season and hopefully the first of many. Let's have a look at what the current schedule is for next week, because obviously there won't be anything now for the remainder of this weekend. I don't think there is anything happening for the remainder of this weekend that I know of. The Women's World Cup is on Sunday, but I don't think I'll do it personally, but yeah, I don't think I'll do it. I did the Euro one, but I don't think I will this time. I won't do it. Hopefully England win it on Sunday. Be difficult. Other than that, game-wise for me, Mascodome to Bamba. So if I end up going to that on Tuesday, we'll see what happens. I probably will. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. So anything game-wise, maybe like Monday? No, not really. There is a Champions League next week, first legs obviously, and the conference. Hibs against Aston Villa. Oh, that's gonna be a cracking tie. And whoever wins that tie goes to the group stage. Oh. That's going to be a tough one for Hibs. That'll be a difficult one to call, actually. Anything else? Upcoming things? Not much. Nothing much really. I haven't really got anything coming up in the next. I haven't really got anything coming up next week. It's going to be a quiet week, I think, next week.
Certainly has, yeah. Has advertised that extensively as well. Here's Davies, and now Harry.
Yes, Kane! Kane! Yeah! Yeah! 100 Millionen Harry Kane 2-0. Thank you very much. 2-0 Bayern, and it's Harry Kane. Get in. Hey. He's deserved it as well. Get in. A goal and an assist. Yes. Harry Kane. Yes. Easy. I think it takes a. Does it take a slight deflection? Does that take a deflection? Oh yeah. Does take, I think, a marginal deflection, but he was always scoring that. He wasn't going to miss that. Yeah! Bayern, Bayern, Bayern. There you go, 2 shells happy. In der 75. Spielminuten Tor für die Gäste Bayern München. Es ist jetzt 0:2. Torschütze Nummer 9, Harry Kane. Goal for Bayern, scored in the 75th minute from number 9, Harry Kane. Way! Harry Kane, Harry Kane, Harry Kane, Harry Kane. Conrad Lime is going to come on for Bayern. 2-0 to goal we needed. 2-0 Bayern.
But it has been fabulously entertaining in this half. And Werder Bremen deserve a lot of the credit for that.
He tossed it to them.
Schmid, one of the players who came on earlier, is trying to dish it off to Jung. And Friedel. They could grab a goal, who knows? Werder Bremen, and a foul here by Musiala.
It's just a scary thought when you have to commit, when you have to push bodies forward with Coman, Musiala, Sané still on the pitch, because they can tear you apart any time. And I think this is the fine line they're threading now. Do they try to get that goal to make it a game again?
Get in, Kane.
In the next 5-7 minutes, do they say, well, let's go home 2-0, maybe 3-0?
Yeah.
We come out with our head held tight.
Sky's boss, buddy. Get out. No. Claiming for handball. Never in a million years.
Slight roar from the Bremen fans. Felix Zweier is the referee. See what might have happened.
Hello, Dazza. Kane is a goat in Germany. Well, he's a player, actually, not a goat. But Harry Kane, Erstatal.
2-0 to Bayern. Leroy Sané early on. And Harry Kane doing what the Bayern fans hoped he would do.
Harry Kane,
Scoring in his first start for Bayern. His first
Harry Kane's Erstatal. Harry Kane, Erstatal. First goal for Bayern. First goal for Harry Kane.
Following in the footsteps of Owen Hargreaves and more recently Omar Richards. Of course, before anybody says that Jamal Musiala is technically English, well, maybe so, but he plays for Germany.
Harry Kane.
Musiala.
Go on, you're out. I heard you on the TV doing 8 out of 10 cats. No, I was on the TV doing countdown today, mate. Would you like your board to work?
Coming on. And likewise, David Kovnatski recently joined the club. Best known for his
Who doesn't know who's on TV?
a little bit different
Probably not many people.
in attack. Chance for a bit more variability.
Looks like a double change for Werder. Who's this Bush coming on? Who's this Bush that's come on here for Werder? I don't know who this is. Who's this Bush for Werder? Leon Opitz. Bayern are making a sub as well. Let's go for Lima. Fine. And Werder. Leon Opitz is on. And so Leon Opitz on 4. Anthony Young. And stage 4. Konaki. Who's Konaki? Oh! David Konaki. Not 8 out of 10 cats does Gamda. No, not that version. That's only the one where you have like proper celebrities and comedians on. 79 Spielminuten Doppelwäsche beim SV Werder Bremen. Für die Nummer 3. Anthony Jung. Und die Nummer 6, Jens Stage. Und die neue Spielers. Mit der Nummer 35, Leon Oppitz. Und die Nummer 9, David Kaunachi. And substitution brought to you by Double Johnson for Werder Bremen. I'm not doing millionaire next. For Werder Bremen, leaving the field is number 3, Anthony Jung, and number 6, Jens Stage. And they've been replaced by number 9, David Kovnacki, and number 35, Leon Oppitz. Bayern med så. Auch spiller vi så beim FC Bayern Munchen. Oh no. Oh dear. Für die Nummer 8, Leon Goretzka. Spielt jetzt die Nummer 27, Konrad Leimer. Substitution for Bayern, brought to you by Double Johnson. Gone off is number 8, Leon Goretzka. And on the pitch is now number 27, Konrad Leimer. Oh dear, Harry Kane has pulled up. Harry Kane's pulled up. I think he's worn himself out. Looks. Oh, well, these game's over. It's probably nothing serious. I think he's. That's a good start. Kane's injured already. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Kane's coming off. Never mind, it is what it is. How would Bayern team do in the Premier League? Definitely top 4, but I don't know. Wait, is Kane coming off? Oh. No. Looks like he's deemed fit to carry on. He was just walking to the side of the pitch and Muller and Tell were getting ready to come on. And they are both ready to come on, but it doesn't look like... Looks like Kane isn't coming off then. I don't know what's happening. Or are they going to bring him off in a few moments? I don't know. I don't really know what's happening. Well, Kane's come back on the field and he's running again, so very confusing sometimes, isn't it? Here come Werder in the penalty area and get out! Oh, suppose that wasn't a pen, you know. Oh, challenged by Konrad Leimer. Foul! Good goal by Kane. Any thoughts about the middle of the match tomorrow? Difficult. It's always difficult when we're playing against Neil Warnock, but fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we get ourselves. Fingers crossed we get our. Hopefully we get ourselves a win. Right, so Tell, Muller, and Tuchel, Musiala, Kane, and Drei Oxygen Spiel Minuten. Drive Festival by Bayern München. Für die Torschütze Nummer 9, Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Ist neue Spieler die Nummer 39, Matthias Tell. Auch für die Nummer 11, Kingsley Coman. Ist die Nummer 13, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting. Auch für die Nummer 42, Jamal Musiala. Spielt jetzt die Nummer 25, Thomas Müller. Should be free! Oh. Triple substitution brought to you by Double Johnson. For Bayern, going off is number 9, Harry Kane, the goal scorer. Number 11, Kingsley Coman. And also going off is number 42, Jamal Musiala. And coming onto the field is number 13, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting. Number 25, Thomas Müller. And last but not least, number 39, Matthias Tell. Took a bit of time to say all that, never mind. Kim and J. Kane. Trippier, Mount and Onana were the players Ten Hag wanted. Tough tits, they didn't get them, did they? The only ones he's got is Mount and Onana. Oh, Nana, what's my name? Oh, Nana, what's my name? I don't know what your name is. Shoot! 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 Shoot till! Hey! Oh. Do you play Fortnite? No. I don't play Midnight either. Or Weeknight. So that was a great ball. That we were in again, and just was that Matsuawi just. He should have played it. He should have played it, and he decided to go alone. Fair play for going alone, but he should have just passed it. Then it would have been 3-0, and that would have been good night. Vienna. Oh, Vienna. Corner for Bayern, Ecke for Bayern. Headed on by De Ligt, and Martin struggling to latch onto that. He did get it, and he's kept it in. Ref's given a foul against him for that. There's not much in that. That's soft. That's soft. There's not much in that. Tell you what, Werder Bremen do probably deserve a goal in the second half. They've done alright the second half. Pick one player from Bayern, one from Werder to bring to Manchester United. I think a player that United could do with is a player like Musiala, really creative, good with his feet, very good, has got good skills, he's got a decent shot on him, you know. Werder, I think a player for Werder, if I was going to pick one, for me, this will come as a surprise for a lot of people, because I know a lot of people will probably expect me to say Füllkrug, which I can understand. Actually, yeah, Füllkrug. No, yeah, Füllkrug, because United actually need a proper striker. United don't have a proper striker, do they? Other than, well, Highland, but he won't be playing football because he's still injured. But yeah, maybe Füllkrug, or what I was gonna say originally was was possibly, this will surprise you, but possibly Anthony Young. I quite rate Anthony Young at right back. I think he's done well. I think he's done well for Werder. It's difficult when you're playing a back three and you're against Bayern. You know, it's difficult playing a back three against them. But Anthony Young's done really well as the right wing back. You know, gone forward, defended well, and I think, you know. But I think really, if United were going to go from anyone from Werder, it would be most likely Nicholas Füllkrug, because he's a cracking striker. Really good striker. Bayern, either Musiala or Serge Gnabry. Like, a player that can play out wide and can also be really creative. I mean, I know United are never going to get... United won't go for any of them, to be honest, but, you know, if it was me, I'd have probably picked Musiala over Mason Mount, personally. I rate Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount's a decent player, but is he really the sort of creative player that United need? If you go for likes of Musiala, a lot more creative, a lot better with the ball. I mean, Mount in pre-season wasn't great, and Mount also against Pavard. Nah, I'm not a big fan of Pavard.
I just had to feel, didn't you, that the last flickering flame of hope for Werder was extinguished when Harry Kane made it 2-0. They have defended resolutely for much of this match, given Bayern something to think about. Lima. Müller. Sané wanted to play to him, but it's Choupo-Moting instead.
Oh, it's great play. This should be 3-0. Yes! Good night. Good night, Bremen. That's 3-0 and Tati Boggle. Lovely goal. What a lovely goal that was. Brilliant. Muller plays it to Choupo-Moting, then makes a brilliant one, past 2 defenders. It's chipped into the box. Sané is in an offside position. He leaves it. Muller gets onto it. Plays it across the face of goal, and Sané says, "Thank you very much." The goal won't be disallowed either because he deliberately left the ball. He didn't really have any interference. He didn't really have any interference in the build-up. When he actually got given the ball, he was onside. So really, that goal should stand. And that's 3-0 and good night. 90. Spielminuten Tor für die Gäste Bayern München. Es ist jetzt 0:3 und Torschütze Nummer 10, Leroy Sané. Bye. Score for Bayern Munich's third goal in the 90th minute. Number 10, Leroy Sané. The score is now Werder Bremen 0, Bayern Munich 3. Next bid site. This game is on YouTube, so you can show too. Nah, I don't risk getting copyrighted in case, because you never know, I might get copyrighted. You know what YouTube's like. It's risky it's too risky to do that. As much as I'd like to, it's just too risky. I can't risk getting penalised. Because if you get copyright strikes, you can get if you get copyright striked, you can end up with like 3 month streaming bans, etc. And that would just completely knack up. That would knack up really. I'd have to just stick to doing the match day vlogs, which would be a bit annoying. Sané on the right. Oh, next bit site, 6 Minuten. 6 Minuten. A minimum of 6 minutes was indicated by the fourth official, brought to you by Darryl Johnson. Only just came up now, saying there was 6 minutes added time, because it took till the 91st minute for the game to get fully back in play. We have played 2 minutes of the 6th additional, but realistically, I reckon we'll be playing till nearly the 97th because of the goal being because of the goal celebrations of taking it over the 90 minutes. So you could just say 7. So 3 minutes into added time, so about halfway through. Wait, he's pulling him! How many times do you want to let him get away with it? He's pulling him back. Oh. Good ball. Here's Tell on the left. Go get a fourth. In the box. No! Oh.
In position here as Bayern will put it back in play. Alphonso Davies to take the throw. Tell. Davies. Matty's Tell.
Oh, yes! What a goal! Oh, 3-0. What a cracking goal. I was barely watching, and all of a sudden Matty's Tell just has the ball at his foot. And he just smashes it in. It's a cracking goal from the sub as well. 4-0. Oh, get out. That's a brilliant finish. Just bang. Oh, it smashed it with so much power as well. The keeper doesn't stand a chance. 4-0 and good night. That's fainted all. Hamatar!
Still very young, and I really hope he stays at the club because I think he's got so much to offer. And as you said before, Larry, you see a
Brilliant.
training for a season. Yeah.
94 Minuten Tor für die Gäste Bayern München. Es ist jetzt 0:4. Torschütze Nummer 39, Matthäus Tell. Scorer by Munich's fourth goal in the 94th minute. Number 39, Matthäus Tell. It's now Werder Bremen 0, Bayern Munich 4.
Just second to none. His pace, the way he glides past people, is just a joy to watch.
Well, it's the teenager. Very high hopes for him. Werder Bremen.
That was Bremen's girlfriend. All right, as far as I know.
To steer it back towards the touchline. Opitz and Burke had made the leap for the ball. Davies certainly going to get excellent marks for his individual performance as part of the team effort. Müller.
4-0. We're still going. And we're still going.
Tearing towards the box.
The referee has blown the whistle while the ball was in the attacking half. I think he just felt sorry for Werder in the end. He just wanted it to end 4-0 instead. There you go. That's a brilliant game. Brilliant performance from FC Bayern München. Much better than last week's. Well done, lads. Good gemacht. Jawohl. Endstand in der Wo-Investor-Stadion, Werder Bremen gegen Bayern München 0:4. Danke für deine Unterstützung. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. It is 4-0 to Bayern at full time. A good performance, really good performance, actually. I thought we fully deserved a win. A little bit tense on, at times in the, certainly in the second half, when Werder were really starting to press Bayern, and in fairness, I think the scoreline. I think Bayern. Yes, West Brom are winning against Leeds. Oh, I had Leeds to win. I think I had Leeds to win, didn't I? Oh, that's embarrassing. What did I have as the actual score on Discord? Leeds are getting beat, which is not what I expected to see this afternoon. I put 2 on Leeds instead. They'll probably still win. Harry Kane gets himself a goal and an assist, and it was a brilliant performance from Harry Kane. I thought he played really well and fully deserves the plaudits. Also, I'll tell you one player I thought had a really good game. Leroy Sané had a really good game as well. Matraoui is definitely much better than Benjamin Pavard. I think at the end of the day, Bayern fully deserved a win. Probably deserved 4-0 was probably a little bit harsh. I think maybe 4-1 or 4-2 possibly may have been a bit fairer, because I think Werder Bremen did deserve at the least a goal, certainly in that second half, because I thought they played rather well. They gave it a good go, Werder, but at the end of the day, they just came up against a really good opponent, and Bayern get off to a perfect start. 4-0 win, comprehensive win. Bremen just fell to pieces in the final 10 minutes, and Bayern really capitalised. Some really well-taken goals. Good first goal, a good 1-2. Sané and Kane combining brilliantly. Nice 1-2 there. And Sané just won straight through, and he's just like, oh, I should score this. Straight past the goalkeeper inside 4 minutes. Second goal from Harry Kane, again a through ball. Harry Kane just running through. Again, one-on-one with the keeper and scores. And then the third goal is a beautiful team goal. It's a brilliant team goal. Leeds have equalised, as I expected. Leeds are level, as I was expecting. Score for Leeds United. First goal, number 2, Luke Ayling. Oh, freaking ponytail. There you go. Yeah, the third goal was such a lovely third goal. The third goal was absolutely brilliant. It was a class team goal. And all really from Thomas Muller. Such a well-worked goal. Thomas Muller, you know what he's like on the ball. He's very good. He always demands the ball. And he was just sort of outside the penalty area. And he plays it to his left. Choupo-Moting stood there, waiting, expecting the ball to go to him. The ball goes to him. He sees Muller. Muller makes a brilliant one. Again, it's similar. It's a bit like a 1-2, really. It was actually. He plays the pass to Choupo-Moting. Choupo-Moting sees Muller, who makes a brilliant, intelligent one through, past in between two Werder Bremen defenders, and Choupo-Moting chips it into the box. It is sort of towards Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané sort of just moves away from the ball so that he's not interfering with play, and so he's not offside, because he wasn't in an offside position. Muller latches onto it, plays it across, and Leroy Sané scores. It was a brilliant goal. I love that goal. And Mattis Tell. Mattis Tell right at the end of the game, during added time. It's a cracking finish, really is. Literally just slightly inside the box. He rallies it with full power. I mean, it had so much power in it. It was like a FIFA power shot. Loads of power on it. Smashed into the back of the net. The keeper was nowhere near it. He was absolutely nowhere near it. He didn't stand a cat and mouse chance of getting it. It was a cracking finish. So, and that ended it off, really. 4-0, and Endstand. Bayern winning by 4-0 in the end. Fairly comfortable result in the end. So, very happy with that. 6 shots, mainly on the second half of Werder. Bayern had 25 shots in total, with 10 of them on target and 68% possession. So, yeah, comfortable win. No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. So, no, I won't be going outside anyway. I'll be finishing here, probably going to the toilet, and then enjoying the rest of my night, watching the rest of this Leeds game, which is 1-1. No, I don't smoke or vape. I've never have done and never will. Right, check out the Borough vs Huddersfield vlog, which will be uploaded tomorrow night on the channel. And apart from that, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening. And really, there isn't really any streams now. We haven't really got any more streams until probably next weekend, because there's just there just isn't really anything. I've got no games or anything really for this week. Obviously, I can't do United v Spurs because I'm not going to be home in time from the ball match for that. So yeah, it is what it is. So I'll be back at some point within the next 7 or 8 days. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you all again very, very soon. Gute Nacht. Bye!